Today we're going to be testing out one of the coolest magnetic portable SSDs that I've ever tested on my channel. This is the CK20 and it's made by MoveSpeed. And you're definitely going to want to stick around to the end of the video because I will be doing multiple tests to see how well this SSD performs on Windows, Mac, and I'm also going to be recording ProRes video directly onto the drive using my iPhone 15 Pro Max. And if you want to see how to do that, I'll also show you that in this video as well. Now, if you guys want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description, and I also want to let you know that MoveSpeed did send this out to me so I could do this review for you guys today, but everything that's going to be in this review are my own words, and it's going to be a truthful review. Now, we're going to go over the specifications of this drive in just a second, but first I want to show you what you get inside the box. So here is the drive itself. As you can see, it is super small, and it looks like the Enter key on a keyboard. Very cool. Put that aside for just a second. We also get this short USB Type-C to USB Type-C cable that can do up to 20 gigabits per second data as well as 100 watts power. And you'll see why pretty soon why it's so short. We also get this little magnetic ring that you can attach to pretty much any device you want so the SSD can clip onto it with its magnets. And then here we get our user guide. So let's take a look at the drive itself. As you can see, it is super small. It's very solid. It's made of all aluminum. It's got a really cool design. We have our USB Type-C right there. And on the bottom, it's got magnets on each corner to stick to pretty much anything magnetic. Now, this does come in 3 different sizes. We have the 512 gigabyte right here. It also comes in 1 terabyte and 2 terabyte options. It has transfer speeds of up to 20 gigabits per second using USB 3.2. It uses a TLC chip. And as I mentioned before, it also supports 4K ProRes HDR for recording directly from your iPhone onto the drive itself. It's also compatible with Mac, Windows, and Android. You can pretty much use it with any system that you have, whether it be a laptop, a desktop, Mac, Windows. You can also use this with the gaming consoles as well to hold some of your games. It only weighs 0.11 pounds, and it also comes with a 5-year warranty. Not only is this drive good for holding data and files from your desktop or laptop, but if you're like me and you have 330 gigabytes of photos on your iPhone, it's a great way to offload a lot of that onto a portable drive to free up some space on your phone. Now, the first thing we're going to test out is recording 4K ProRes video directly from my iPhone onto the drive itself. And you may need to format this before you can use it on your iPhone. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All right, so the first thing we need to do is to plug in our drive. I'm using my Mac Studio to do this test. This is the Mac Studio with the M1 Ultra in it. All right, so now that we have our drive connected to my Mac Studio, if we open up our folder, you can see that the drive is active and we can access it. Now, the USB Type-C port that I'm using is only capable of doing USB 3.1, which is capped out at 10 gigabits per second, which is not the full capacity of the drive. But when we hook it up to our Windows system, I'll be able to show you how fast the drive can actually get. But now that we've plugged it into our Mac Studio, I've opened up a folder and you can see that we do have the MoveSpeed drive connected. Now, if you want to format the drive, if it's not formatted properly for your iPhone, you simply just use the disk utility. This is just for Mac, not Windows. You can open that up. You can see our MoveSpeed here. You select that. And if you want to format it into exFAT, just go into Erase. You can name it whatever you want and select the format for exFAT and then Erase. And it'll format your drive for exFAT. Now, only do this when you have the drive right out of the box, because if you use the drive and you have stuff on it and then you decide to do this, you will erase everything on your drive and it'll be gone. So only do this for the initial setup. So now while we're here, we're going to do some speed tests before we do the ProRes recording onto the drive. Here I have a file that is 20.52 gigabytes. We're going to move that onto the MoveSpeed drive and we'll see how long that takes. So here we go. So as you can see, it's saying that it's going to take less than a minute. It's actually looks like it's only going to take around 30 seconds to transfer a 20 gig file. And again, that's not even the fastest speeds that this drive can do. So there you go, all transferred. Now we're going to delete the file on my computer, and we're going to move the file back onto the desktop of my Mac Studio, and we'll see how long that takes. And it looks to be moving about the same speed as it was when we moved it onto the drive. So the read and write speeds should be pretty close. So I'd say, again, it's probably about 30 seconds to move things onto the drive and off the drive. Now we're going to do a disk speed test using Blackmagic Design Speed Test. I'm going to select my drive. It's already selected, and then we'll start the test. So as you can see, for the write, we're getting about 867 megabytes a second, and for the read is about 900. So that is really close to 1,000 megabytes. Again, if we were using a USB 3.2, we would probably get about double these speeds, which I'll show you again on Windows. And as you can see, we're pretty consistently hitting these speeds. So now that we have the drive all set up to be used with our iPhone, I'm going to show you the changes you need to make in your iPhone for you to be able to record ProRes video directly onto the drive itself. So first we need to go into our settings, then you need to go into your camera, then we're going to go into formats, then you're going to scroll down and we're going to make sure that Apple ProRes is selected, and I've turned on the HDR encoding. Once that's done, you can go into your camera, and then you're going to take the drive. We're going to clip it onto the back of your phone just like this, then plug in the USB and flip the phone over. We'll go into our camera, and as you can see, the top there shows ProRes, but it's got a line through it. So all you need to do is select that. And as you can see down at the bottom now, it shows USB Type-C and how much time we have to record onto the drive itself. We are also recording at 4K, 24 frames per second. So now the recording is all ready to go. We're going to record outside for about a minute, and then we'll come back, look at the video, and see if there's any issues with it. All right, so I'm going to record about a minute of ProRes 4K video directly onto the move speed. Start now. So here we are outside. Doesn't look all that great today. It is kind of cold, but it is what it is. At least our lawn gets to get some water. We're about 20 seconds in. Everything seems to be running smoothly so far. Not too bad. "45 seconds in. And that's about a minute. All right, so now let's test out our drive on a Windows PC, and we'll plug this into a USB 3.2 slot. And as you can see, the magnets stick really well to the front part of my metal PC case. All right, so now that we have the drive connected to my Windows PC, we are running Windows 10. As you can see, the move speed drive is still here, and it's still formatted in that exFAT. We're going to be using the same file that we used for the Mac. That's still 19 gigabytes. So we'll move it onto the drive and we'll see how fast it transfers. It says it's going to take about 15 seconds to transfer. That was pretty quick. So now we're going to move the file off the drive onto my hard drive onto my computer, and we'll see how fast the transfer speeds are. I also want to let you know that my PC is using an NVMe drive that is capable of doing 5,000 megabits a second, so that will not bottleneck this drive. So it's definitely showing a little faster than it was for the write. That's still pretty quick. All right, so now I'm going to use the Crystal DiskMark program to do a speed test for the drive. All right, so here as you can see for the sequential read, we have 2019 megabytes a second and 1750 for the write. That is the fastest speeds you're going to be able to get with this drive. And those are the speeds that MoveSpeed are actually telling you that you can get with this drive. Again, you need to make sure that you're using a USB 3.2 to achieve these speeds. So I am pretty impressed with this little drive. I love the fact that it's super compact, it feels really solid, and it's got a really cool design to it. What do you guys think about the drive? Do you like the design? Let me know in the comments below. And being able to clip it onto the back of your iPhone 15 so you can record that ProRes video is definitely priceless as well. And the magnets on here are pretty strong as well. You don't have to worry about the drive just falling off your phone, especially if you're using a case like I am. So again, if you guys want to pick this up yourself, I will be putting product links in the video description. And if you guys enjoyed the video, it would really help out the channel if you give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.